Hey guys, it's Jenna, what is up, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are in my kitchen again, which means it is another Get Baked with Jenna video, which I'm so excited about. I had so much fun sharing my taco dip recipe with you guys last time, which if you did not see that video, I will link it down below. But that taco dip, guys. But today we're actually doing something a little bit sweeter. Still, this time there's technically not anything baked. But I really wanted to do these two recipes for Easter because Easter is coming up this weekend and I'm so excited. We're doing two different Easter recipes, one being a drink and one being a dessert. And I just thought these would be cute things to have during the Easter holidays with your family, with your kids. I just think it's such a great thing. Just Easter, having your family around and just spending time together. So anyways, we're going to get into the first one. The first one is Oreo or Easter Oreo bark, which basically the only thing you have to do with it is melt some white chocolate and then put toppings on top and chill it. So we're going to get into that. And then the second one is technically unicorn hot chocolate, but I kind of did a little twist on it and made it Easter hot chocolate because whenever I saw unicorn hot chocolate, I just immediately think of Easter because of all of the bright colors and like the pastels. I just think it screams Easter. So we're going to make that as well. And yeah, so we're going to get into the first one, which is Oreo bark. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is take your white chocolate chips and put an entire bag into your pot. I put it on medium heat and just slowly warmed it so I didn't burn the chocolate. But you basically just want to stir that up until it's a melted consistency. And I did add a little bit of milk to this, and I think that's probably the reason why it turned out like a really weird consistency and it didn't like harden fully. But definitely look up on Google like how to properly temper chocolate because I know there's a certain way to do it so that the chocolate once it dries has that really cracky kind of consistency to it. But mine was a little bit of a weird, like soft kind of consistency. I've said consistency way too much. But anyways, I'm going to now put all of the toppings on, and I just crushed up some halves of an Oreo cookie. And then I also put on some spring colored M&Ms, which are so pretty, as well as I did put on some marshmallows. And when you are putting on the marshmallows, and actually everything, make sure that you're pushing them down into the chocolate so that everything does stick. And I just think this looks so pretty. I did notice with the Pinterest recipe that I was going off of, they didn't actually use white chocolate. They used the white candy melts, and that's probably the reason why it looked so white. But I actually preferred the white chocolate just because it tastes a lot better and it's actually chocolate rather than white candy. And then lastly, I'm putting on some sprinkles, which I put on a lot of those. But yeah, so once you have all of your toppings on, you just want to put that in the fridge for a half an hour to an hour. I did end up moving it into the freezer just to cool it off quicker so that I could show you guys in the video. Moving into the Easter hot chocolate, you're first going to heat up your milk, and the recipe does ask for 4 cups of milk and 1 cup of the chocolate chips, but because I was only making this for myself, I chose to half the recipe and only do 2 cups of milk and half a cup of the chocolate chips. But basically you're just going to heat the milk. You want to do it really slowly so you do not burn the milk. And then once the milk is somewhat warmed, you're going to add the chocolate chips, and be careful because they do splash a bit. But you're just going to stir that consistently until your chocolate chips are completely melted, and add your food coloring. You could add any color you want. I chose to do pink. And then once that is completely stirred in, you're going to pour it into your mug. Are you guys ready for this failure? I definitely recommend a funnel for this. This is, oh my god, horrible. But moving on to decorating, I think this would be a great thing to do with your family and your kids, or just with your friends. Everyone decorating their own hot chocolate. You can add marshmallows to the top, obviously whipped cream because that's the best part. You need to overdo it with these. And then again, I added the spring colored M&Ms because they just are Easter in a candy. And then I actually chose to add some little candy belts, which when they were in the hot chocolate, because it is warm, it did melt the belts, and it kind of was a little bit of a weird like consistency. I've said consistency so much in this video. But yeah, I just added those, and that is the finished hot chocolate. Okay guys, so that is everything for this video. This is my Easter hot chocolate, and this is my Easter Oreo bark. They are both so good. Also, I probably should have learned how to properly temper chocolate before I did this, because this isn't necessarily like a hard crack kind of bark. It's a little bit soft, but still really, really good. But I do want to try this hot chocolate because it is still warm. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. It's so good. It literally tastes like the white hot chocolate from Tim Hortons. Probably better because it's not as sweet, which I really, really like. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little Easter Get Baked with Jenna. It was so much fun, and I definitely think that I'm going to up my filming quality. I do really want to get another camera so that I can be showing you guys 2 different things at one time. So still talking you guys through the recipe and showing you guys at the same time what I'm doing. Really, really want to do that. So definitely keep an eye out for better Get Baked with Jenna videos, but for now, this is what I really love to do, and I love sharing little things with you guys. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Give a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.
Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round.